Welcome everybody to this wrestling match between the powerhouses from Dedham and Norton. Quickly, we're into the first match. I'm here with former wrestler and coach Ron Dunn. He's going to help out as he knows everyone on the Lancer team. Who do we have here, Coach?
Dan, we got Dan trying to pull him over, and he just got a two-point takedown, so he's up 2-zip.
Norton quickly up 2-zip in the first match.
Dan Clark, he's under control, and he's trying to move in right now for a leg ride.
Dan looks like he has control of this match so far. Is that true, Ron?
Yeah, Dan's been one of the more consistent wrestlers on the team this year. He's won a tournament in Scituate, and he just got off winning a tournament in Canton. So Coach really relies on him. He's trying to turn him over with a head lever. Guy in the bottom is pretty much trying to keep his composure and not let him Dan get his arms in between under his arm.
What weight class is this, Ron?
This is 138, so they're going to start out at 138, and then they will end it at 132. Dan was just called for what they call an illegal move, a full Nelson. So that's going to be 1 point that goes to Dedham. So right now we got a 2-1 score with about 34 seconds left.
What is Norton's record so far this year?
Norton right now is 13-3. They lost to a couple teams from out of state in Rhode Island in a tournament. Just recently losing a real strong Brockton team, but they've been very successful. Dan just took the Dedham wrestle down with what we call a fireman's carry, and he's working the armbar series right now and looking to turn him for an extra points. So we got a score right now of 4-2.
4-2 Norton in the first round, waning seconds as Dan's trying to maneuver.
And Dan's working that armbar to try and get him towards his back, so he's going to try to trap that arm.
That's the end of the first round. Norton up 4-2 in a very exciting first match.
So we have the referee's going to give. It looks like we have a timeout. Maybe he might have a
equipment
spot of blood.
Oh.
So what they'll do is they'll just put some tape on it and resume the match.
Trying to make sure everybody's safe.
Well, that's what they have to do. Anytime there's any kind of an injury, if they have blood issues, they obviously want to, especially this time of the year with the flu and whatnot. So they just try to make sure everyone's cleaned up and protected. And the flu's been going around in all the teams this year. And over the weekend, Norton had a good opportunity to take 3 matches, but they were a little light and had to wrestle some JVs. So, unfortunately, we took 1 loss on the chin, but that's a lot of teams have that. It's going to happen.
Sometimes makes the team stronger too, as the younger ones get to wrestle a big time.
Well, you're right. It does. It gives the opportunity for the young JVs to get exposure. So, when they're ready to go for next year, they have some experience.
That's awesome. Looks like trainer Michelle Norman quickly has him patched up and back in, and we're ready to go in the second round.
Dan makes first shot. Just missed out on that first shot.
He seems to be controlling pretty much the match, is from what I can see. Am I mistaken? Or?
No, I think Dan's got some. He's a junior, and he's got some experience under his belt. So, at this time, I think he's got some good control. He just got a nice trip takedown for 2 more points. So score we have now is 6-3 in favor of Dan. And right now he's trying to lock up what they call a cradle. And he's got it all locked up and bringing it back. Oh, and
he just got out of it.
Yeah, Dedham Russell was able to flatten out and break that hold.
Dedham's another strong team in the league. Am I right?
Yeah, Dedham's one of the top teams. They were the champs in Tri-Valley League last year and looking to defend it. And I think looks like Norton might have the guns hopefully this year, and looks like Dan's got him over for a cradle. He's got him in position. And
a pin. First pin, second round, 50.5 seconds left. Norton comes out big with a pin to start off the match. You can't start any better than that.
Well, I'll tell you, Dan's an experienced wrestler, and I think Coach was relying on him to take this match, and certainly for him to get a pin out of this is a great start for the team to get going, and hopefully that's for things to come. But it's one great start for the team to get going, 6-zip.
Now, who do we have here, Coach?
Okay, so what we have here is we have, looks like Colin Curran from Dedham, and we got Ian Barker. Ian's a junior, and we've had him. He's been wrestling off-season a little bit, and I think we're looking to get hopefully a win out of this, and they both look like they're experienced guys, so I know that Coach is relying on Ian this year to make some big noise.
Well, a lot of action.
A lot of action. Looks like the Dedham guys trying to do what they call a dump, and right now Ian's trying to break a stand-up, and no points yet. Now he's got the 2. He's able to get behind. 2 points for Dedham on that one.
Now, Curran, did you tell me Curran was one of their top wrestlers?
Curran's one of their experienced wrestlers. I believe they wrestled. He wrestled last year for Dedham and was a good wrestler. He's got a lot of experience, and Ian's right there with him. And I expect this one to be a really good, close match. Ian's working now to try and get what they call a switch reversal, and they went out of bounds.
On the out of bounds, Coach, do both wrestlers have to be out of bounds for it to be called?
Yeah, they do. It used to be last year it was only one wrestler would be out of bounds and they call it, but now it's going to be for 2 wrestlers to be out of bounds, and then they blow the whistle to stop it, and they'll restart with Ian on the bottom. And he's working on the head right now. Looks like Ian's maybe he's in a neutral type position. He's got a good chance. He did get the 1-point escape.
Nice job.
Get him in a neutral position. So what they'll do now is they're going to start both men up in neutral, and next guy gets a takedown will get their 2 points. So right now we got Ian down by 1, 2-1. They're both busy right now. Ian's doing a nice job of looking for a setup. Looks like both wrestlers are pretty equally skilled, and right now they're kind of fighting for that takedown. They're in a neutral type position now, and trying to work something out. We got a shot by the Den wrestler, and Ian's got a good sprawl, and he's trying to pressure the head, and we got the end of the period.
End of the period with the score. Looks like Dedham 2, Norton 1, and a tightly wrestled match right here. Yeah, second match.
This is a really good match. These guys seem to be equally matched. They look like physically they're the same, build and everything too, and looks like the skill set's pretty similar as well. So Ian chose top, and Dedham wrestler's trying to escape now, and he was just awarded the 1 for a neutral position, and he's trying to get Ian's head and get what we call a dump. Dedham wrestler's working into that leg and a single leg right now, and Ian's got a nice crossface going now, and hopefully he can get separation with that crossface going, and he's also got the far ankle. And
looks like he has a good position.
He really does have a good position. It's a good positive position, and a lot of times it's to his advantage in the situation, but looks like they may be going out of bounds.
It's close. Requires so much strength to maintain that hold.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's tough, and looks like both guys went out of bounds, so he's blew the whistle on that. And
halfway through the second, 3-1 Dedham.
Yep, good tight match, though. Good tight match. So it's still anybody's match at this point.
What's Ian looking for right now? What's he trying to, in his mind, what's he trying to?
Well, it looks like Ian's trying to find a setup for maybe an ankle pick, and he's looking at, he'll move him around a little bit to watch his feet a little, and hopefully he's going to set up for a possible ankle pick or maybe a single leg takedown. Dedham wrestler got in for a nice single leg takedown. He circled over and he got the takedown for 2. Yep. So looks like we got Dedham up 5-1 at this point, with about 24 seconds left.
Now, what was that call?
Okay, referee just called stalling. The basically the Dedham wrestler had him below the knees, and in order to get position, he needs to continue to ride up on the hips. And because he wasn't riding up on the hips, he got a caution for stalling. And if that happens again, then what they'll do is they'll take 1 point away from that wrestler. Looks like Dedham wrestler right now, he's looking to get an arm bar, but we got the end of the period.
So that's after 2, 5-1 Dedham.
Good close match, but Ian definitely has some ground to make up, and it looks like he's going to take bottom. And I think coach's strategy is from get the 2 to get out, and hopefully reverse him and get him to his back, and maybe get another 2 or 3 points. So we'll see what happens. Good tight match though.
Crowd's definitely into it. I can hear lots of people talking.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. This one here is more than likely, I would say, I'm not going to say for sure, would be for the Tri-Valley League title. At least give one of these teams a big advantage.
Yeah, leg up, and that's why it's a lot of intensity.
Yep.
I think wrestling by nature is intense, but it may be a little bit more so.
It's amazing. You'll see some of the parents, they really go a little bit crazy and jumping out of their seats and whatnot. You see some parents, but it's good enthusiasm, and it gives the kids a good, just gets them going. It's really nice.
I like to see it too, the encouragement and the enthusiasm.
Yeah, exactly. Looks like the Dedham wrestler, he's trying to move to what it appears to be is looking for a cradle, and he's trying to work that arm in for a cradle. And right now Ian's defending it pretty well, but he's pretty much being controlled on the bottom, so he'll need to make a move here pretty soon. He's only got 45 seconds left. Yeah, he's taken up, and Dedham wrestler just took him right back down to his feet. So still got control.
Now the Dedham wrestler took him back down after that, but that's not a takedown, is it?
No, because he still had control, so he was on top, but because he was able to maintain that, it's just, there's no point scored on that one. Looks like we have about 15 minutes left here. Referee's blowing the whistle. They both were out of bounds, so looks like we had about 12.5 minutes left. And Ian's down 5-1, so he'll really have to pull something off here.
He's going to have to do something miraculous to
say the least.
This one.
Big takedown. He kept him down.
Waning seconds here.
Yep. Looks like Dedham wrestler's going to ride him out. He's going to get the win.
Right, Dedham will take the win, and that's good for 3 points.
That's right. So after that, he won by less than 8. So that's just a regular decision, and that gives Dedham a 3-point score. And right now we get that score at 6-3 Norton. So now we got at 152 pounds, we have Brandon Reyes against Jelani DePina. Brandon is one of the elite wrestlers in the state, probably in your top 3. So we're going to be looking to battle and keep him off balance. I'm not sure what just happened there though. Okay, they're going to restart. And like I was mentioning, Brandon's one of the elite wrestlers in the state. So we're going to look to hold our own, if anything. If we can get a win out of this, so be it. But we're looking to get a good challenge, hopefully. Yep. I know Coach will probably be saying, work hard, do what we can, put out 110%, and hopefully we can avoid getting pinned in this situation. And that was a lat drop by Reyes, and he's got Jelani on his back.
He's in trouble.
It's looking like a lot of trouble right now. In all fairness to Jelani, he's a first-year wrestler. They need to fill in a spot because normal varsity wrestlers out.
Did a good job to avoid that.
He really did do a good job, and I think that's coach is going to be happy with that. But Reyes just did a half Nelson far arm, and he's got him towards his back again. and counting off some more points. So we're hoping that Jelani can hold his own and not get pinned. Would be the yeah.
Showing a lot of strength.
Well, Johnny's he's a really strong kid, and he's only been wrestling. This is his first year, so they're asking a lot of Jelani to really go against a kid who's one of the top kids in the state, you know. So he's fighting it hard, though. He's doing a good job.
What year is Jelani?
Jelani's a senior, first year senior. He has a brother. His brother wrestles. He's a sophomore, and apparently he kind of talked to his brother, and he thought he'd give it a shot, and so far he's done really well for the team. It's a good thing we got him because he had to fill in for our buddy Joe at 152. And Joe's expected to come back this Saturday.
It looks like he might make the round.
Well, we got 11 seconds.
He can hold off.
That's what we're looking for. And you can hear the cheer from the crowd because Jelani's been able to fight it off. Absolutely. He's still fighting it off.
Wow, good job by Jelani, I'll tell you.
That's a really good job, you know, considering everything, Dave, because, again, he's only a first-year wrestler, and I know Brendan from coaching in the past, he's been wrestling since he was in the youth. So he's got like probably 8 or 9 years experience.
You can tell he knows what he's doing.
Oh, absolutely he does. So, you know, again, I think the main thing is we're just trying to get what we can out of Jelani. Hopefully he can avoid the pin, but he's in trouble again as he went in and Reyes went for the what we call a bulldog position and has his arm in a bulldog. Got him right in his back where they're counting off some more points. Jelani's fighting hard off his back, though. He's doing a great job. But we got the fall.
Pin. I'll tell you, he gave it all he had. That was a tough customer, I think he was going up against, and everyone knew it. You could hear the crowd rooting for him.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I think the expectation was is hopefully we could get, if Jelani could hold him off from a pin, but Reyes has just been around the block for so many years that, you know, I think it was almost an expectation, but Jelani did a great job of giving it his all today.
Who do we have here, Coach?
Okay, we have looks like from Dedham we have Faber Heaslip against Nick Anderson. Nicky's an experienced wrestler. He's only a sophomore though, and he's been wrestling off season, giving it his all. He had some injuries with his knee, but he's coming back today, and I think they're pretty much looking for the same scenario. Nick's pretty new to varsity this year. And been doing a great job with the Finbar's been around, and he's also a ranked wrestler for Dedham in the state, and he just got the 2-point takedown. So I think we're just looking to see if we can get a good match out of Nick, and if there's an upset to be had, that'd be a great thing, that'd be awesome, but it's very possible that, you know, Eastlip is a real tough kid, and so we're just gonna, hopefully we get a good match out of Nick today.
Do the other wrestlers feed off of the, if you get good matches from the young kids and the inexperienced, do the other more veteran ones on Norton, would they feed off of that?
Well, they do, and the thing of it is, if you know, the young ones actually feed off when they get their seniors and when they're cheering them on to, you know, get the ball rolling. It's, you know, it gives them an extra boost, and you got a lot of the scenes. Unfortunately, looks like Finbar came through with the expected pin, and that's going to make the score right now 15-6 in favor of Dedham.
I was talking to you earlier. You did say that the last two wrestlers for Dedham were their studs, actually.
Yep.
They didn't disappoint for Dedham.
Well,
but now it looks like maybe Norton now might, now it's more even for matches. You
know, that was an expectation. That was their two toughest wrestlers for sure. And now it's going to be a couple of experienced wrestlers here at 170 with, looks like we have Dylan Ehrman against Nate Andrino. Nate's pretty new to the sport. He's been a couple years in, and he's filling some big shoes, so hopefully we can get something going out of him, but he just got taken down for 2. So it's Dedham 2-0 right now. I think a lot of the expectation from coach is that in these weight classes, the middleweight classes, that he's hoping that we can get through it without minimal damage. And hopefully then we have some heavyweights that are pretty decent. We got Arthur O'Neill, who's a heavyweight and ranked in the state. And also we have some lightweights that are really doing well this year. But looks like we're in a little bit of trouble here. He turned him over with a half Nelson. And hopefully Nate can get out of this here. He's been pretty resilient. He's been pretty resilient holding off pins, but he's got a tough customer here.
Oh, he's fighting with everything he has. I could see that.
He's battling through, and hopefully what he can do is work his arm through and separate himself. But unfortunately, it looks like Dedham got it again.
Just before the round ended.
Yeah, right now they're going to be up 21-6. And
you did say earlier that there are a couple of Dedham empty, no wrestling for a couple of matches, so Norton will pick up 6 for each one of those.
Yeah, we're going to have unfortunately Dedham doesn't have looks like a 106 or a 132, so Norton essentially will be picking up 6 points for each one of those. So for intents purposes, realistically, it's at least going to be like 21-18, and we got a tough match going on here. We got a veteran here coming up for Norton, and it's Jeremiah Chinchilla. And I think this will be a good match as well. I don't know much about the Dedham wrestler, but I think there's high expectation for Isaiah.
Norton in this.
Yeah.
Well, let's see if we can't get right back in this match here with a good one.
Yeah. Isaiah's been around. He wrestled. Oh, that was a Syracuse move that the Dedham wrestler was going to put on him, but Isaiah was able to get out of that. So it looks like we're back in neutral position.
And what's this weight class again?
Okay, this weight class here is going to be it's the 185. Well, it's 182, but they've given him 2 pounds, so it's 184. So it looks like Isaiah just got a 2-point takedown, and Dedham escaped right away, so it's 2-1. So we're looking for Isaiah to hopefully pull through. He's one of the veterans on the team, so he's a senior. And
how is the team as far as class-wise? A lot of youngsters, a lot of veterans. What do we have this year?
I think there's a good mix. They probably got like 4 or 5 seniors. Oh,
nice.
Oh, we got a move here. Looks like Isaiah stepped over. And he's got the Dedham wrestler on his back. Now he's got a half Nelson.
He's real close.
He's got a nice half Nelson in there. He just needs to punch through and spread back, and he might have himself a pin. Really close right there.
He's very close.
He's really
close. This would be huge.
Pin!
Oh, he got him. Nice job, Isaiah. Fantastic.
Isaiah came with a huge
Oh, that's a big lift for the Lancers.
I do believe that they had an expectation that Isaiah would win the match, but
a pin is
a huge lift. It's a huge lift to the team, especially taking those 3 pins in a row on the chin. So fantastic job by Isaiah, and that's a team leader, and that's the leadership he's been showing the team all year long.
Nice job. You can see it in the kids. Now, who's up now?
We got Mike Cavello. He's first year, I should say he's a first year varsity, kind of inexperienced, but he's been battling for us. We've asked him to fill in this year, and he's given us some good bouts at times. We've had some, good challenges with Mike, but he's been working his way through, and we'll see what happens here. I think this could be a toss-up. We got a nice takedown by Dedham right now, so it's 2-0. And looks like Mike's trying to get the escape, but Dedham wrestler just.
He's got to fight it now.
So this is a tough situation for Mike right now. He's trying to work his arm through.
Oh, nice job.
He was able to do
nice job.
So, and he got an escape.
Nice job by Mike on that.
He got an escape, and he's in on the leg, looking for that takedown. Right now it's 5-1 in favor of the Dedham wrestler, but Mike's working a single leg. And
so he also wants to keep the match close, even if you do go down. You want to keep the match as close as possible.
Yeah, I mean, we want to be competitive. He wants to try to be competitive. And, worst case scenario is getting pinned. So he'll be working to at least give him a real tough go. And hopefully, you never know. Sometimes he can pull it out at any time. Looks like the Dedham wrestler right now is looking for a cradle, which he just rolled it into a cradle. He's got Mike on his back right now.
He's in trouble.
He's in a lot of trouble with 30 seconds, and we've got a pin on Dedham. That's a tough one right at this point. So, Mike got pinned. High expectation really is that, I was kind of hoping, I think the team was hoping that Mike be able to work through that, but he gave it his all, and he was going for the Dedham's head and had him in the move, but then the Dedham wrestler rolled him right through to a cradle. So that's kind of unfortunate. So right now, we've got Kyle McGurr, and he's going against a tough wrestler in Pekata from Dedham.
He told me he was one of their top wrestlers.
He's one of their tough kids.
Right?
So I'm thinking this one could go either way, but Pekata has been known, he's a pretty tough kid, so we'll see how it goes.
Two big boys. They look strong.
Yeah, 215 pounds is, I know I wouldn't want to be under there trying to take care of that, you know.
Kid.
So yeah, we're looking to Kyle's looking for a little angle to see if he can get maybe a single leg or a double leg takedown.
Well, he's strong. He got out of that.
He's a pretty strong kid, I got to say that. You know, a lot of times you'll think that he's being just about taken down, and he's able to fight it off.
It looked like he did that right there.
He does a really good job at doing that when somebody shoots. A lot of action there. Oh, out of bounds. So we're still 0-0 with a little
midway through the first.
Yep.
They seem to be battling a lot high.
Yeah, they're going to do a lot of it. Usually the heavier weights, they look to do like upper body throws, things of that nature. For obvious reasons, if they go underneath there, then there's a lot of weight you got to try to get off you. So we got a trip by the Dedham wrestler. He got the 2, and we got a reversal, I believe, for 2, and another reversal, looks like, I think. Let me see how they're working. It's going so quick.
Yep, looks like it. 4-2.
Yep.
I see over there.
So we got reversal, 4-2 Dedham right now. And we're going to
waning seconds of the round.
Hopefully Kyle can get out of there. And the Dedham wrestler's looking for an armbar right now.
Yep, wants to turn him.
Yep. And Kyle's fighting out.
Kyle could get out of this and pick one up for an escape here would be nice.
Well, if we can get it here at 4-3, that's going to certainly bode well.
All right, so there's the end of the first round.
Yep.
Tightly wrestled first round, 4-2 Dedham in that one.
Yeah, a lot of scrapping on that one there. They just were, Kyle went right back to it, did a reversal, and the Dedham wrestler went right back to it, got another quick reversal to get it to 4-2. So looks like Dedham wrestler chose down, and Kyle's going to be starting on top. A lot of times Kyle looks for cradles on top, so hopefully he comes up with something here.
Is it usually just the wrestler's preference to the position? They're better on top, better on the bottom. How does that work usually?
A lot of times they're going to look for their favorite. A lot of them have their favorite moves. The ones that really can compete for the states, wrestlers have multiple technique, but you will have some that have that one particular technique, and they use it all the time, and that's their go-to. And Kyle, a lot of times it's his cradle. And it looks like right now we got Kyle was reversed, so we got a 6-2 score in favor of Dedham. So we're looking at Kyle at least to hopefully get a reversal out here and get it a little tighter.
Get right back into this.
Dedham wrestler right now is looking for what we call a armbar, and he's bringing it over, and Kyle stood up and was able to avoid that.
So you get one for that? Is that an escape?
Yes, so he gets one for the escape, so we got a 6-3 score. Kyle's got to look like what they call a bulldog, but looks like the Dedham wrestler knew it was coming and has Kyle in a little bit of trouble. And we got him on his back, so unfortunately it doesn't bode well.
103 in the second, another pin for Dedham.
With that being said, we got 33-12 score. We're really behind right now, so we're gonna This is one of our top wrestlers in Arthur O'Neill. He's one of the captains of the team, going to be looking for the pin. We're pretty much going to look to get a pin.
Norton
out of
could
Arthur
use
today.
one here.
Yep. And it's going to come down to a battle. There's no question about it. We've got Arthur and then our lightweights, and I do know that Dedham has there's a brother, Heaslip, at 113 who's been pretty competitive, and he'll be going with Dean Santangelo. I expect that to be a real scrap. So, but right now, heavyweights, they're going to be jawing for position. Usually they're going to look for a
each
throw.
other out a little bit
Yeah.
first. Big guys, I imagine.
Yeah, big guys usually what they're looking for is some kind of an upper body move. Occasionally they'll drop down to an ankle pick. I know Arthur, a lot of times what he'll do is he'll set up the opponent, kind of circle with him and look for an ankle to step forward. And then he likes to go and take that and pick the ankle. And in many cases, when he gets him on his back, he's got a good pin going on. So hopefully Arthur can get something going here.
Yeah, it'd be nice if he could get a pin here for Norton.
It's pretty almost, it's not dire right now that he gets the pin, but I would have to say
It would be very, very
it'd be helpful to get it going, you know. So hopefully we'll get the ball rolling on here. So Arthur's been, he was sixth in the state last year, actually sixth in the state all states last year. So there was high expectations for him coming into the year.
Has he had a good year?
He has had a good year. A few things, there's some folks that have stepped up from 220 up to the heavyweight ranks this year that are competing well with Arthur, and he's had a couple of real tough losses in that way, but high expectation coach is looking for him to do really well in T3 states. So he's looking for that ankle pick right there, right. So he's going to look to set that up and hopefully get that ankle pick. I'm thinking the coach at Dedham is looking to have his wrestler be competitive.
To stay away, kind of.
Yeah.
Almost. So
And-
there's the end of the first round.
Yeah. So at minimum, he's looking to have his the best case scenario for obviously for Dedham was to get the win, but I think what they're looking for is just for their wrestler to be competitive with Arthur. So Arthur's really good on top. Usually, what he'll do is he'll try an armbar series to get the heavyweight turning. Usually, when the heavyweights get turning, it's like a tortoise.
Yeah, it's tough.
You know, once they get on the shell, tough to get up. So he'll be working to get his head in the arm and then work his armbar series.
Oh, he's definitely looking to do that now.
Yep. So Arthur does have the armbar in there, and the Dedham wrestler, he's just pretty much not wanting to get turned over, so he's working hard not to get turned. Arthur's got him going,
Close.
though.
Little more momentum.
Arthur's got him going.
Oh, he's got him.
I think he's got him in good
Yeah,
shape. It's a
there
pin.
you go. Oh, you called that one, Coach.
That was really, really important for Norton to get that pin from Arthur. And that shows you the leadership that Arthur has for the team, and hopefully it gets the younger guys going here in the lightweights.
I think he felt that he had to do that.
I'm pretty sure Arthur had it in and saying, you know, we got to do something here. So we got Steve at 106 now is going to be taking a forfeit from what I understand. And I'm just waiting to see.
So they'll put the 6 up.
Okay. So we're going to get the 6 on that as well.
So it should be 12 more, right?
Right. So we just closed the gap based on that. We gained 12 points. So right now it's 33-24 to Dedham. This here match is going to be a tightly contested match, I think. If I'm not mistaken, I believe they wrestled last year and it was real, real close. So hopefully
we get something here for Norton.
Hopefully we can get something going for us. If Dean can get this far, so I'm feeling pretty good about our chances after that. We're definitely going to get another 6, so I'll make it 33-30. So and then we have really just 2 live matches left, and it's going to be
for the whole match.
Yeah, so we got 113 with Dean Santangelo now, and he's going against Fabian Heaslip, and real crucial match right now. So we're gonna hopefully Dean can get this match under his belt, and then we'll have Turcotte go. And Turcotte's been a tough kid all year. Oh, he almost had him out of bounds. He had the leg. He did have the leg, Dave, and I thought we were going to get the 2, but they roll out of bounds. But so far so good. I think Dean's doing a great job of setting him up, and I'm hoping we can keep it going here and hopefully get that win. He's got the 2 right now. Dean got a nice 2 takedown.
And just stay on him, stay in control.
So we're going to be looking to work on him here, and obviously if we can get the pin, that's be super. But at this point, I mean, I think the win would be just as well. So we can get that 120 match, and we know we have the 126 match coming up as well as the 132. So.
The momentum may have changed a little bit towards if we can get something going here for Norton.
Well, yeah, and I believe the lightweights are a strong group of kids. They've been strong all year, and it's been a lot of our wins are coming through our lightweights this year. So right now, Dean's got some good control, a nice half Nelson tight waist, and looking to keep control right at this point.
Now, it looked like Dean had taken him down there, but the takedown wasn't awarded. Why was that?
Well,
he didn't have complete control, or?
Yeah, I mean, basically when he had one guy was in, one guy was out when he had control, but because he wasn't able to take him down and both be in bounds, or at least one of them be in bounds, the referee ruled that it was out of bounds, no points. But that's a new rule that changed this year. It used to be only one would need to be out of bounds fully to blow the whistle, but now it's 2. So it's opened up the wrestling for the state this year to have that new rule put in place. And it looks like Dean's working really well right now. Right now he's controlling him with what we call a 2-on-1 armbar, so that when he stands up, he's got a good grip on his waist. And if we can ride him out here, we'll go into that next period with a 2-0 advantage would be super. And we have a slight advantage as long as, he can hold him down, yeah.
Seconds, no escapes
yeah.
or anything.
And he's looking to tilt him, but it looks like we're going to have that.
Out.
We got a nice 2-0 score at the end of the first period, so I'm liking what I see there. And looks like the Dedham wrestlers chose down right now, and Dean hopefully turn him.
So the person who was losing at the time gets to choose their position?
Actually, the choice was given to the coach. They get choice alternative weight classes, so the choice went to Dedham, and they chose down to hopefully score some points and even things up with Dean. Dean got a nice takedown leg trip, but Dedham wrestler's right back up on his feet. And Dean's really working hard. He's working real hard with some 2-on-1 wrist control. And what he'll be trying to do is keep that 2-on-1 wrist control and go to a tilt from there. That Dedham wrestler's really giving him a bout, though. He's constantly up on his feet.
He's fighting it off.
Yep.
But Dean is definitely seems to be the aggressor, seems to be the one taking the match to him. But the other one is defending well.
He is, and I give kudos to the kid from Dedham. Dean seems to have some control, and then he's standing up and trying to at least get that 1-point escape. And he's up again, and Dean's got that 2-on-1, so it's advantageous when he has that for him, so that when he does try to escape, Dean brings him right back down to the mat. Referee just called a potentially dangerous. And basically that was because the Dedham's wrestler arm was out of an awkward position. So they try to protect the wrestlers so that nothing there won't be any injuries.
Bad injuries.
And Dean's got still Dedham wrestler still setting up for a stand-up. And, Dean was looking for the half Nelson.
I thought he almost had it. Yeah, I guess they were both out of bounds. It was hard to tell from this angle. I thought they were in right on the line.
He was on the verge, Dave. So it really would be advantageous if Dean could turn him for a 2. And he's got a nice half Nelson in there right now. And he's working that 2-on-1 armbar series. And Dedham wrestler's up again and really working Dean, though. Dedham wrestler's working really hard to get that 1 point. It's close. And he got the 2-1. And he's shooting in right away, hoping to get that 2 on top of it. Dean's putting pressure on top, and hit pressure on the head. So right now they're out of bounds. We've got a 2-1 score from the escape from the Dedham wrestler. And
24.7 seconds left in this round.
Hopefully Dean can maybe, at the worst case scenario, Dean comes out ahead, and or can get that takedown for 2 and make it a 4-1 score. He's pressure on the head right now. He's got a nice Nice scoop on the head.
Trying to get him over.
Yeah, scooping up on the head, trying to push him over.
Waning seconds.
Yeah, waning seconds. Dino's trying to fight it
there's
off,
a
and
buzzer.
he fought it off. So looks like we got
Nice
a 2-1
job.
score. 2-1 score.
2-1. 2 minutes left in this match.
Yeah, and Dean basically he's choosing down with the hopes of escaping or reversing to get those extra points. So the way that the Dedham wrestler is going to try to beat him is he needs to get a pinning combination, and he's looking for a cradle right now. He's locking it in, but Dean's defending it really well.
You just get his head out of there. He's on.
He's trying to pull that cradle over, and Dean's fighting it off pretty well. He's hipping into him. Good hip in. He's got a good hip into him, but he can't let him turn him because that'll be at least 2 points or 3 points. Okay, looks like he broke the cradle. He broke Dedham's cradle. So it looks like the Dedham wrestler's looking to do a restart, and
Dean's looking to try and get it. At least escape, right?
He'd like to at least get an escape, and that'll give him the 1 point, and then they'll be neutral. And Dean's looking to work. He's facing him now. He's facing him now, Dave.
What does he need for the escape? To get up? Does he?
If he can face him and break ties with him, that'll give him 1 point. Right now, what he's doing is he's trying to get what they call a dump. So he's got his hand on the elbow and looking to dump the Dedham wrestler, but looks like he's looking to get the escape instead with 35 seconds left. He's really working to get it.
If he could get that point, that's going to be huge.
Again, I think this is going to be kind of a swing match.
So what did the ref call there?
Ref called a stalling on the Dedham wrestler because the Dedham wrestler basically wasn't moving, and Dean on bottom was trying to do an escape. So they're going to do a restart, and Dean's looking for a switch.
Oh, and he got it. Is that a reversal?
Not yet.
Oh.
It's a re-switch, re-switch. Okay, Dean was smart though, and if he rides out, if he just lets him ride him out, he's going to win 2-1. So we got 6 seconds left.
4 seconds.
And all we have to do is make sure he doesn't get turned over, and he'll get the win.
That's it. Got it. Wow. What a tight. You can't get any tighter than that. That was a great match.
That was the expectation, Dave, because they were thinking it was going to be real tight. I believe it was similar last year, and I was hoping. I think that's what Coach was hoping and expecting, that Dean would get a win, and we got it, which is huge.
That was huge.
So basically, we got a real momentum builder right now. We got
so with that other walkover, right? It's basically a tie match.
Right now with that walkover,
33.
that's right. We have a 33-33 match.
Now who do we have here?
We have Alex Turcotte, and Alex is going against his name is Cade Motta. And tough kid, looks like a really tough kid. I haven't seen him before.
Oh,
but
geez.
Alex took him over with a what they call a power pie pancake.
Oh man!
And he got the 2 points though, Dave.
Wow, that was like lightning.
They call that what they call that is when he gets up a little bit, a power pancake, and he comes across the face. And he was able to score the 2, but because they were out of bounds, they weren't able to give him back points. So now it looks like we may have an escape. Oh, we got Turcotte got him back for 2. Okay, but because he was on top, there's no points scored.
No points scored.
So Alex is looking to try and do what they call a power half. He does a lot of power half. And
he's got him in trouble now.
He's looking to score points here. He's pulling his arm back and stretching him out. He's getting some points now, Dave. They're counting off points.
Close.
He got an additional 2 back points, so we have a score of 4-0.
4-0, Alex, right now.
And
he's looking for more.
He turned him over with what we call an arm lever, so he's got him right to his back.
Nice bridge by the. He's in trouble now.
Real trouble. Dedham's in trouble.
Hey, got him. Oh man. Wow. I'll tell you, Turcotte looked awesome in that match.
I don't know if they're expecting the pain out of Alex, but that obviously is absolutely huge. So even without the 6 points,
We're
now
all
have a
tied
tie
up.
match. So what we're going to be looking for out of Jelani, basically, if Jelani comes out, even if he loses and doesn't get pinned, Norton will win the match.
So there's some strategy to this besides the wrestling strategy.
Absolutely.
Straight up.
Absolutely. So pretty much what we're looking is for Jelani just to not get pinned. That's going to be the key. Even if he loses, but if it's not via pin, we're going to win the match. Norton would win the match. Because technically right now you're looking at 39 to 33.
Now, right? Yeah.
So it looks like
Wow.
Javon's in deep on a single. And 2 on a takedown by Javon. So
He wants to win it outright.
Javon's a really tough kid, and he's also a sophomore, only a sophomore this year. And he's been one of the stalwarts on the team as well, although he's only a sophomore. He's had a really good winning record. He came in second place in Situate, and I believe when we went to there was another tournament in Canton, he took a second place finish there as well. So even though he's only a sophomore, he's a seasoned veteran, and he's really been working hard he's been wrestling for 4 years. So
well, he certainly looks like a strong kid. There's no doubt about that.
Really strong kid. He happens to be one of my favorites, and he gives it all out every time. Good effort all the time. Always fighting. It doesn't matter how far he's behind. I've seen him this year when he was down by 8 points with a superior wrestler, and he just happened to get him in a move and was able to pin him. So kudos to him on that. So he's always on the go.
It looks like he wants to be the one that wins this match right here, straight up.
Yep, he's absolutely always on the go. So we got a takedown by Dedham. So it's now 3-2 with 13 minutes left.
So
13 seconds.
Dwindling seconds down to the first round of the first round.
Yep. So we got a nice tight match here.
Well, it should be, and it's been a tight match the whole way through. Pins on both sides, victories on both sides.
Both teams are pretty evenly matched, I'd have to say. We're looking to see if Javon can come back here. I don't know. Coach has gone ahead and elected neutral. So we're looking to see if Javon can maybe take down the Dedham wrestler. He's got a nice double.
Oh, jeez.
So he's working on a real good double.
Trying to get around that leg.
And the Dedham wrestler's kind of hopping out of bounds. But he's got him.
He's got him close.
He's got points. He's also, I think, got back points. I'm not sure, though. Just looking to see if he's coming off for additional back points.
What he gave him over there.
Okay, so at this point, he gave him the 2 for the takedown. And Javon is going to do what they call optional. So he can either go on top of him or stay or let him go, which he decided to let him go. So now we have a 4-4 tie, and I think Coach Coleman is looking for Javon to take him down. He seems to be doing a good job of taking the Dedham guy down. So
he gets that leg quick, and then the guy's in trouble.
Over a minute to go here in the second period. We got a 4-4 score, and this looks like an even match, pretty even match. Javon just shot in for a single leg. Dedham wrestler's pretty strong kid.
Yeah, it looks like both two strong kids going at it here, and they know that basically the match is on the line here.
Oh, you got to believe that Dedham kid's really trying to move, but at this point, because there was no movement, the referee called it's called neutral and stalemate. So they're restarting in neutral. Referee's trying to keep the action going, so some points can be scored. And we got about 25 seconds.
Dwindling here in the second round.
Javon, Dedham guy shot. Javon's looking for a head and arm.
Oh,
he's got the head and
arm. He might add him. He's close.
Back and forth. Couple of strong kids.
So that's going to be the end of the. We got 1.4 seconds left in the second round. all tied up at 4.
We got 1 point. I'm not sure who it was given to.
Oh,
Looks like it was given to Dedham. A little surprised on that. A little surprised in that because they're both working hard. So I'm not sure. Maybe Javon was backing up a bit. Okay, Javon, I know has some asthma, and what they're going to do is he has the asthma
inhaler
with him.
Well, it also shows the kids that whether you have asthma or not, you can be an athlete. You can come out and do strenuous activities and be at the top levels.
Oh, absolutely. You'll see, like, even I think it was in the Olympics, I don't know what it was, but there was an Olympic swimmer who was a gold medalist, and she'd have the asthma to take care of that. So what they do allow is to have the asthma on the sideline so they can give him a break to recuperate, and they give him so much time to do that, and then they'll have to get back in the and he's taking his asthma right now and a drink of water, so hopefully he'll be back. So he has essentially, I think we're starting in third period, and pretty much if Javon can hang in there in this period, we'll be good to go. And I think as long as he doesn't get pinned, I think we have Norton will have an advantage.
We'll win in a close match. All right, he's back. The crowd's ready.
He's ready to go.
Crowd is ready for the final round here, the third round.
So Javon's looking for that shot. Oh, what happened? Okay, so they call a stall on Dedham because he was backing up. So now we got a 5-5 match because Javon's been aggressive. Dedham's in on a real good shot. All right, Javon gets the arm out. He's taking now 7-5.
He's just got to get out of there.
Well, we just don't want to get pinned. And that Dedham wrestler's looking to get that half Nelson and get that pin. So he's got a lot of time to do it. Score right now 7-5 in favor of Dedham.
He's got to find a way to get out of there.
Absolutely.
As we approach about a minute and minute 20 left in the third.
So we're pretty much looking for Javon just to kind of hold his own here. And if he can reverse him, we'll be tied up. But again, I think the goal at this point is to just make sure he doesn't get pinned and save those points for the team score. He's doing a really nice job. He's countering it by grabbing onto his wrists.
He's trying to fight him off and get out of there. Now we're under a minute.
So Javon's fighting it off pretty well so far. Dedham's wrestler looking for some kind of move. He's got what we call a crotch pride and looking for a cradle. Looking for a cradle. Javon grabbed his head though.
35.
Javon's got his head. He's looking to scoop that head under and get 2 and maybe an extra 2 points. Oh, couldn't quite get it though.
Down around to 20 seconds left. If he could just hang on in there.
So Javon's just trying to work. He's letting him work. Dedham wrestler looking for a far side cradle.
Got under approaching 10 seconds.
So Javon now
fighting him off.
Dedham Russ is really desperate trying to get in a half Nelson here. So we got 5
seconds left. 3, 2. You can hear the crowd. They know it.
Javon.
They know it. Javon fights him off.
Great job by Javon. Fighting him off. Great match, 7-5. I think that was the expectation that it would be a tight match. And it looks like, with that being said, Norton's going to win this match tonight with a score of 39
to 36. What a great match.
All kudos, though, because Tyler Elliott's one of the captains of the team. And I got a feeling they would have won this one.
They would have won that. Yeah, that's.
Tyler's one of those kids. He was also ranked in the States. And I think I feel that they more than likely would have an opportunity.
It looks to me like either way it was going to come right down to the wire, and Norton wins a close one, 39 to 36. NortonMediaCenter.org wants to thank everybody for watching. Shane Brico on the camera, David Bowie, along with Coach Ron Dunn, who helped out today with our first venture into wrestling. Hopefully we get many, many more. Good night, everybody.